What is up, my friends? You are very, very welcome along to tonight's Anfield Agenda late night roundup, where I'm going to take you through the sublime, from the offer to Trent Alexander-Arnold, to the ridiculous, which is Elon Musk apparently looking to buy Liverpool Football Club, and lots in between, including a bit of a sliding doors moment for Ruben Amorim and Arne Slot. That and lots more over the next few minutes, but as always, you know the score. We want to know your thoughts, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like in the video if you enjoy, but most importantly, my friends, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So look, I'm going to stay with this quickly because I don't think it's actually going to happen, but there was a story doing the rounds today from one of the papers that said Elon Musk set to buy Liverpool Football Club. I don't think this is going to happen, nor, to be quite frank, do I want it to happen, but I wanted to bring it to you because I was asked about it a little bit in tonight's late night agenda, and I guess I wanted to know how you think on it. Right, now, I said a bit of a sliding doors moment between Ruben Amorim and Arne Slot. This comes from the Times, where they say on the same day that Ruben Amorim flew to London to meet with West Ham and of course try to spark Liverpool into making him an offer, Richard Hughes was on a flight heading to Rotterdam to meet Arne Slot. Which again just kind of makes a mockery of Gary Neville saying that, well, Amorim was Liverpool's first choice, or, you know, Arne Slot was down the list. No, he wasn't. He was the guy, number one. And as this story said, when Ruben Amorim was flying to West Ham to have a chat with them, Richard Hughes was on a plane gone over to meet Arne Slot and make him the next Liverpool head coach, and we're very grateful that that happened. Right, another story here said Liverpool are set to agree a loan move for Napoli with Federico Chiesa. I don't know if I can put much faith in this. It comes from Get French Football News. I don't know. I still don't know what the story is with Chiesa. We were being told, you know, you've seen Arne Slot say it, that it was only a fitness thing with him. I don't know where we are with this, but I would hope that if we do move him on loan or even fully, that we have something lined up. Because you can look at it and say, okay, he hasn't really featured for us this season, but he is still a body that's there. And now that he has got his fitness up somewhat, you know, we're removing an opportunity to have a different player on, if that's the case. So I would hope, if that was the case, Liverpool have something up their sleeve. Now, another bit on candidates from Jonathan Norcroft here, on the candidates for the Liverpool job when Arne Slot was given it. This here said, candidates last year included Amorim, De Zerbi, Nagelsmann, Michel, Andoni Iraola, Eddie Howe and Xavi Alonso, but Arne Slot comfortably outscored them all on Liverpool's metrics, all of them, including Alonso. And again, you have to say we got the right man, and Arne Slot is proving it, and proving himself more importantly, and I love it. Little heads up about tomorrow's game. So we don't know what's going to go on with the weather over in Liverpool. I would edge towards it's likely it will be cancelled, but we'll wait and see. What we do know is Liverpool City Council Safety Advisory Group will hold a meeting tomorrow morning ahead of the game against Manchester United to see what the lay of the land is. Obviously, the safety of spectators getting to and from the event is going to be what's paramount here. The pitch will always be playable. They'll figure that one out. So this will be a safety thing for, well, the council to look at. So I'm sure we'll get an answer to that one in the morning. This piece here, again from Jonathan Norcroft, said Liverpool were offered Manuel Ugarte in the summer, but Arne Slot wanted a constructive number 6 and not a destructive one, or not a ball winner like Ugarte is. Right, so now we're going to move on to the big story, the one you're probably clicking here to watch, and you're right as well, it is the biggest story. Liverpool, according to the Mirror, have offered Trent Alexander-Arnold a huge £78 million 5-year contract to try to keep the England defender out of the clutches of Real Madrid. Now that translates into £300,000 per week. Now we talked about this in tonight's late night agenda, and I asked the chat, do you think if Trent turned down this deal that he never had any intention of staying? Because I've got to be honest with you, as somebody who's been really critical of the club, really critical of the owners with regards to the financials and the purse strings, I think this is a very fair, very generous offer that I can't see any valid reason for Trent to turn down. Because look at it, it's going to give him a huge pay increase. It's going to put him right at the top of Liverpool's earners alongside or just underneath Mo. He knows the captain's armband's going to come his way. He knows that Liverpool are challenging and are likely to win trophies this year and into the future. He knows the coach that he's working with is great. So I just cannot see any rhyme or reason why, if he turns this down, I just don't feel like he ever wanted to stay at that point, because it is a very, very fair offer. A little bit more on this one, by the way, from the Mirror. They say there's a similar £300,000 a week deal on the table for Trent from the Bernabeu, and he could also expect a huge signing on fee from the Spanish Giants if he signs in the summer as a free agent. What I would say here, by the way, is I would expect he'd receive a bonus from Liverpool signing a new contract as well, a loyalty bonus. I don't know if it would be in the same ballpark maybe as the one he'd be offered there at Madrid if he goes as a free agent, but again, if it shouldn't be a money thing here. He's been given that offer. It is a very generous offer. Liverpool feel that they can't do any more to try and entice Trent Alexander-Arnold to remain at Anfield for the prime years of his career, and I agree. This is now in Trent's court. If Trent says no to this, I would very much back the club in saying they did all that they could, because yes, we can argue, and I've called them out for letting the situation get to this point, but that offer there reflects Trent's seniority, his importance to the team, his, I guess, boyhood club appearances and coming up through the system. There'd be no reason to say no to it. So if he says no to it, the club certainly, in my eyes, have done as much as they can with it, albeit later than I would have liked. So love to know your thoughts on that. Also, they point out that there have been no demands from Trent about being handed the captaincy. He knows he's the natural successor to Virgil van Dijk when the Dutchman's time as a regular first teamer comes to an end. And again, I think that's probably fair as well. I never thought Trent would have asked for the armband because, like they pointed out in the piece, he is the natural successor to it, and he was going to be the next captain whenever Virgil hangs up the boots. So yeah, I think all of that makes sense, and now it's just over to what Trent wants to do. And if he turns down the offer, I think that gives us the answer that he's off, because this is a fair offer. Ball's in his court now, and I don't think it's going to take too long to find out whether he's going to accept it or not, and maybe Liverpool have put a time limit on it, I don't know. And one final thing, just to give you a little chuckle before you head off for the night. Transfer Sector posted up a little image of an interview with Michael Owen where he was asked, in your eyes, are you a Liverpool legend? Michael Owen's answer, yes. The Liverpool fans' answer, at least in our audience, was a resounding no. 86% of people who voted in their poll, and I think it was about 2,000 votes in it, said absolutely no way is Michael Owen a legend. And for me personally, he isn't. Maybe many of us could have gotten over the Madrid stuff, maybe. But then you go and sign for United. That's the dagger in the back there's no coming back from for me. So let me know your thoughts on it. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think Michael Owen is a Liverpool legend. Let me know in the comments what you think. So look, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me tonight. Hope you had a chance to watch the preview earlier on. Of course, we had a video with Sam from All Reds as well. Do go over and check that one out. And of course, go over and give a sub if you can to All Red. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If the game's on, brilliant. We'll be here at 3:15 for the watch along. If it isn't on, well, we'll have our usual content. We'll have a video coming out with news. We'll have a live stream tomorrow evening. And we'll see what happens. But hopefully, we get the job done. We get the game going ahead, because there's a chance to go 8 points clear of Arsenal with another game in hand. And it's all looking pretty good right now as a Liverpool fan. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday night. Same to you guys. Much love. Bye-bye.